Hey Scorpio, welcome back to my channel, Forever Blunt Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the month of May in regards to anything from love, career, finances, money, whatever it is that wants to come out. That's what this reading is going to be about. Remember, don't force it if it's not for you. Make sure to check your other placements. Roles can be reversed. And I'm going to jump right into it. I will be getting an oracle first just to see the overall vibe of what's going on. What does Scorpio need to know for the month of May? We have believe in the impossible. Spirit wants you to know that when you believe, you achieve. So if you believe that something is possible, you're more likely going to get it. And if you're sitting there thinking, hey, maybe this is too good to be true, or this is not going to ever happen for me, then guess what? You're pushing that idea away. You're pushing the idea that you don't deserve this, or you're not good enough for this, or you're not qualified enough for this. So you have to believe that you deserve this. You have to believe that you're that person already that deserves whatever it is that you want, whether that's a new job, a relationship, a person, a new car, whatever it is that you feel like you want to attain. You have to believe that that is attainable. But enough about that. Let's see. What does Scorpio need to know for the month of May? What does Scorpio need to know for the month of May? One more. Some of you guys are missing someone really, really bad. I just got that right now. I just heard I miss you. So what does Scorpio need to know for the month of May? Maybe some of you guys think that you're not going to hear from someone. And you're saying, you know what? They miss you too. Like, can happen. 222. So partnerships. We have the Fool, the Three of Wands in the recent past, and the Sun. So Aquarius energy here. We do have Leo, Aries, but I definitely feel like you're trying to turn your back on like old foolish patterns, foolish ways. You're trying to be more optimistic. And this is recent past, so I feel like you're trying to be more clear-minded and clear, headed. You're trying to be more optimistic that, maybe, this can happen for me. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles here. You or someone walked away from you. Either or. Could have been a third-party situation. Overall, the Hierophant with the Devil. And, a lot of you guys could have been dealing with a situation where you were like, overindulging in things that you should have not been overindulging in. But there was definitely some form of commitment here that was tested. There was a commitment here that you could have walked away from, turned your back on. And though this person did make you happy, something foolish happened. Like, I just keep getting that. Like, I behaved like a fucking fool. And whether this is you or your person, remember, roles can be reversed. But someone walked away, causing some form of abandonment here. And I feel like you want a new beginning here with this person. But with the Three of Swords in the immediate future, I feel like, you're breaking your own heart, Scorpio. Because I feel like there's new beginnings, but not with this individual here from the past. Because I feel like with the Fool here, this is new beginnings. And this is, turning your back on old things so that you can, gain new things, because this comes after the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands deals with getting out of your comfort zone and doing, new things, making new choices, and like taking that leap of faith here with the Fool. And there's a lot of new energy here, but there's also a lot of old energy here. It's like you're like in the middle of like a shift, right? And you're going to be wiser because of this. Like, this is a lesson. This is a spiritual lesson for you, Scorpio. But this spiritual lesson has to deal with loss, whether that's financial loss, whether that's a loss of a relationship, emotionally walking away from a situation that is not working out in your favor, in your person's favor. But I feel like, you felt like, either you had qualities or your person had all these nurturing qualities of like the queen here. She was stable. She took care of you. Vice versa. Maybe you were the stable one. You took care of him. Whatever the case is, I feel like there was an ending here. There was a situation where there was abandonment here. Someone felt like, okay, like you left me too, right? This could have been involving a third party. It could have been involving a marriage. But there was something here where there was a loss that occurred. But in that loss, you have the opportunity for a brand new beginning elsewhere. But you're like in the middle of a shift, because there's still some heartbreak, some healing that needs to be done from the past in order for you to gain, you know, this Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune deals with change. It deals with luck. It deals with, destiny, alignment. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you need to be reminded that there's better out there for you. You may be feeling like, you know, like, oh, like, this was the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, what am I gonna do now? Like, you may feel like a sense of loss, but there's beauty in that loss. You may not be seeing that right now, but I feel like a lot of you guys have to, go through your individual path in order for you to see that, like, you know what? Like, maybe there is beauty in this. There is beauty in the madness, beauty in losing, certain connections, because you're gaining a whole new perspective. You're gaining, this this alignment here that you would have never gained had you not gone through these certain situations. Maybe there was third party involved. We have two threes here. So I feel like maybe there was someone that you felt left you out in the cold for someone else, or you left this person for someone else. Whatever, however it fits. But I feel like at one point, this person was someone who you felt like they made you happy. You know, they were like the sun. When you looked at them, they radiated, this like glow. And they were like, they embodied everything of like the Queen of Pentacles. Like, you thought that you were going to have a family with this person and some form of stability here. You could see yourself marrying this person. For some of you guys, this person was married or you're married. But I feel like there's definitely some form of third party here that caused, for a separation, walking away from something that was no longer serving you. Maybe you were the one that was behaving like a fool, Scorpio, or maybe your person, behaved. Maybe your commitment was tested and you fucked up, or your person, fucked up within the commitment and you had to walk away. It's like something that you didn't want to do, but you had to. And in you doing that, it's going to bring a sense of clarity. It's going to bring, this new beginning for you. It's going to bring this sense of optimism here. Like, it's not so bad. Just because something ended doesn't mean that something beautiful is not, it's not going to come knocking at your door. But I feel like there's definitely, something that you're not in control of, but you'll see why. Like, how like sometimes we're in the moment and we're like so caught up in our feelings and we're like, oh my God, like, why is this happening to me? You have to stop asking yourself, why is this happening to me? And you have to start asking yourself, what is this trying to teach me? How is this going to, change my perspective? How is this going to better me? Because things happen for us. They don't happen to us, guys. So be very, very mindful of that, like, energy that you're putting out into the universe here. because everything happens for our highest good, for our greatest good here. And you're learning this, this beautiful spiritual lesson here. It may not seem so good, it may not feel good, but it's for your highest good. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely like new energy, and some of you guys want to fix something in the past, but I feel like there's no fixing it. I feel like maybe, an apology or something of that nature, but later down the line, not right now. I feel like there's, you know, turning your back on certain situations here that are no longer serving you. And, definitely third party energy here that could have been involved. So, like maybe work, distance, family, another person, children, whatever it was, maybe bad habits, Third parties can be anything, guys. It doesn't have to be like another person per se, but there's definitely something here that you can learn from, Scorpio. There's a lesson, a beautiful lesson here that you can learn from. There's definitely some form of divine alignment here for you for the month of May. We have the past is now behind you. What? I'm telling you, like, you can't make this shit up. Look, it says the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. What was I just saying? Like, I don't feel like you're going to end up with the person from the past. I feel like this was a lesson that you or your person or both of you guys needed to learn. And there's like an endless, possibility now, because you are realizing that there's new paths, that are available to you. And you're on your own path. You're on your own journeys, Scorpio. So you're walking away from what's no longer serving you, or someone has walked away from you, but you'll see the beauty in that energy soon. You may not see it right now, right? You may be feeling abandoned. You may be feeling distraught, emotionally distraught, because someone turned their back on you or you're turning your back on a certain situation. But in you doing that, you're becoming aligned for what's next. Something better is going to come next. Put the past behind you, release it, and embrace what has occurred and embrace new beginnings. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. You could be dealing with, I have Sagittarius here, we have Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, but there's a lot of energy here, guys. But that's what I have for you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.